afternoon. Singing our national anthem is Anna Rosinski, U.S. Marshal from the Eastern District of Wisconsin. Please rise.
All uniform personnel!
All uniform personnel! Up there! Present!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. On behalf of the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial Board, I would like to welcome you to the 31st Annual Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony. Just a reminder, please wear your mask or attempt social distancing. I would like to thank Governor Evers, Attorney General Call, as well as a few of our Supreme Court justices for their attendance at today's ceremony. As you all know, the Board of Directors decided to cancel last year's ceremony. It was a very difficult decision, and I truly apologize for the additional heartbreak that was caused to the survivors. Adding to the heartbreak were the multiple times that this cherished memorial was desecrated. I am truly saddened by those incidents and understand your anguish. Currently, the Memorial Board of Directors is working with the Department of Administration to repair the memorial back to its sacred beauty. This, however, will take time. After the cancellation of last year's ceremony, I vowed to everyone that the 4 officers included in the 2020 honor roll would receive the respect they so greatly deserve, and today that will finally happen. In addition to the 2020 honor roll are the 2 names included in the 2021 honor roll. The addition of these 6 names brings the total number of heroes listed on this memorial to 285. We will never forget the ultimate sacrifice that these brave men and women have made. Thank you. Pastor Penny Dahl from the North Windsor United Methodist Church in DeForest serves as the chaplain for the Dane County Sheriff's Office, Dane County Communication Center, the Marketing Department, and is also on the Wisconsin Department of Justice Employee Support Team. Please welcome Pastor Dahl for the invocation.
Please join me in a moment of silence while I offer a prayer to my Lord. Holy God, as your love surrounds us and upholds us today, help us to feel your presence. Guide us in our path forward. Help us to know our loved ones are safe with you. We gather today to celebrate the lives, dedication, and sacrifice made by our loved ones and our fellow officers. Grant your blessing. Bless the peacemakers, present, past, and the future, as we serve you and your communities. Help them to know we support them. We pray this in all honor to you, loving God. Amen.
Joanne Minion started her law enforcement career in 1991. She worked for the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, the Dispatch Center, and retired in 2019 as Chief of Police for the City of Brillion and Village of Reedsville. On July 22nd, 2002, Officer Stephanie Markins was killed in the line of duty while working for the Hobart Lawrence Police Department. While employed with Hobart Lawrence PD, Officer Markins was also a part-time patrol officer with the City of Brillion. Officer Markins' loss had a profound impact on the Brillion Police Department. Joanne and her fellow coworkers received great care, effort, and support from the Wisconsin of Police Survivors, otherwise known as COPS. Joanne first attended the Wisconsin law enforcement ceremony in 2003, and Wisconsin COPS was there to help her on her grief journey, and is why Joanne became involved. In 2013, Joanne joined COPS as a board trustee, and in 2018 became the Wisconsin chapter president. Joanne feels honored to be able to give back to the others the same support she and her department received in their time of need, and is often heard crediting COPS for saving her law enforcement career. I am proud of the strong relationship the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial has with the wonderful COPS organization. Please welcome Concerns of Police Survivors Wisconsin Chapter President Joanne Minion.
Good afternoon. When I was asked to speak about the memorial, I had a mix of emotions. Wasn't sure I would be able to put into words what this place means. I've given many speeches over the years, but probably none that are so dear to my heart. As Craig stated, 22nd, 2002, Officer Stephanie Markins and Officer Robert Etter, training officer, lost their life when their squad car was intentionally struck. Stephanie had been with our department as a trainee and worked with us for 4 years. She was very excited to begin her career with Hobart, full-time with Hobart Lawrence. Before first memorial here in 2003, and could never describe what it felt like to see Stephanie's name etched in stone. Up until the time of my loss, I had only heard of this memorial in Madison and had never really given it much thought. Yet here I was, standing among a crowd of people, a sea of officers, family, friends, and running my fingers across her name. As tears ran down my cheeks that day, I felt a little weak in my knees. But it was at that moment that I realized that this memorial is much more than a granite monument. It's a place that holds each officer's story. It's a place where the person behind the badge will be forever remembered. My journey wasn't always pretty, and I wouldn't say that I always made choices, but I'm thankful for the support that I received, that I got, and that I'm here today. Everyone goes through their own course of grief, and in their own way. Sorry, I just realized I still had that on. Everyone has their own feelings, but it's the people around you that get you through the rough days. This wall is full of husbands who've attended baseball games with their wives. It holds stories of sons who work side by sides with their fathers. It holds stories of friends gathering for motorcycle tribute rides on warm summer days. Stories of sons who cooked special holiday meals and shared family recipes with mom and dad. Stories of playing cards with relatives, enjoying a piece of pie, pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving Day. Stories of fathers who took their children fishing or on getaway weekends. And grandfathers who laughed at their grandchild's first steps. It holds stories of parents who gave up time with their family to be teachers and trainers to the new recruits. It holds stories of coworkers who shared many meals with their partners on their dinner breaks. It's stories of bravery, and it holds of heroism. It holds stories of officers who have passed away years ago, but their sacrifice wasn't discovered until much later. This is a place to remember a world where things go wrong. There are also many that are trying to make it right. Each day, our family and friends and the men and women who are standing with us today put on a uniform and go out the door. They walk out never knowing what each day is going to hold. They go to try and slow speeders to make our commute safe. They help those who end up in the ditch. They answer the call when someone yells for help. Our officers go out each day to do the best they can, try and make this world. Sometimes the ultimate sacrifice home. For the 280 on the wall, we tell them we will not forget you, never forget what you gave up for us. We'll never forget. In 1998, the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial Board dedicated this site and set forth to organize and conduct an annual memorial ceremony at the Capitol to remember and honor all officers who died in the line of duty while serving their communities. We thank them for care of this memorial and this event. Your loved ones' names and dedication will forever be etched in stone here for all to pass. On October 1st, 1962, President John F. Kennedy signed a proclamation proclaiming May 15th as Peace Officer Memorial Day and the Falls as National Police Week. During that week and the weeks preceding, we often hear stories of ceremonies and events being held. But what many don't see, never know what happens, this place is visited all year long, and for many different reasons. This memorial is a place where the victim of that domestic abuse call can come and quietly say, "Thank you. It would have been me that night had you not arrived. And you gave your life for me." It's a place where a family can come, lay flowers, say thank you, because the out-of-control driver chose to strike the squad of theirs. It's a place a sexual assault victim can privately visit and without shame and thank you for the officer to night instead. It's a place where can do and say thank you. The officer was struck. On and on. This memorial is a place where actions are remembered. Every time I visit this memorial or new here, I'm thankful for it and the effort. It stirs up emotions. I often do others feel the same when they come here? Do they need to come to this place? Their heart filled with memories? Do they cry? Do they feel calmness even on a busy street corner? I believe I got my answer last year when our entire country was locked up, shut away, and told we shouldn't go. This was a place many chose to come. They needed to feel close. They wanted a calm place in a crazy situation. They couldn't go to work, to events, to church, or to speak out. Find comfort or get support from many others. So they came here. They touched the wall. They laid flowers. They gained hope that our world may someday return to some normalcy. They felt connected. Scary, chaotic time. That is what this memorial does to so many. It connects you. It's a feeling that no matter what, you aren't alone. You know, no matter how long it's been, someone cares, and you'll always be remembered. Not how they died that made them a hero, but how they lived. While preparing for today, I took a moment to look up the word memorial in the dictionary and its meaning, and it stated, memorial, something, especially a structure established to remind people event. Everyone gathered here today, honor guards, public, the presenters, the wreath layers, and our survivors, have the very personal event that brought you here. I hope after you've spent some time here today, you'll know that your loved one will be remembered. And as you continue on your own journey, that this place may bring you comfort and pride. Thank you to all who continue to serve. May you all stay home safely.
Alfonso Morales started as a patrol officer for the Milwaukee Police Department in 1993. He worked his way through the ranks, and in February 2018, Chief of Police. Alfonso retired last August. The Police Department currently has 66 courageous heroes listed on this memorial. During Alfonso's law enforcement career, department officers were very tragically not only had to manage the largest law enforcement in Wisconsin, hear the news in duty. Remain steadfast, led his officers through those heartbreaking incidents. Alfonso is supporting the Wisconsin law enforcement and its mission to support the those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. It is with great pleasure I introduce retired Milwaukee Chief Alfonso Morales.
I want to thank all the family members of the fallen heroes that are present here today. Thank you for coming, and I apologize for the distractions. God bless you. I also want to thank Chief Craig Peck and the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial Group for inviting me here today to pay our respects to our fallen heroes who gave their lives serving our communities. We cannot and we will not forget them. We are one of few professions where we go to work not knowing if we will make it back. We are one of few professions who our duty to act is required far beyond an 8-hour day. We are one of few professions that has recently been demonized for the political advancements of those with special interests. Don't be surprised if you don't see the normal leadership out here today to share some of their words or support for our fallen heroes. Just understand it's not the vogue thing to do. To do so in this climate, to support you, takes courage. In today's climate, we're lacking leadership, that courage to stop this. So why do you work? Think about that. Have you asked yourself this question? Why haven't the police unions or fellowships pushed a blue flu? With COVID, you got the great excuse right now. You had it in 20. Be easy to say I'm sick and not come to work. Imagine a day without police in our communities. I think it's a scary thing. I can't imagine it. What's interesting, in 2020, during the height of the COVID outbreak and repeated national blasting of the law enforcement profession, who reported for duty? The honorable thing to do the right thing to do. That is amazing. You do it because your calling. We all know you do God's work. You are the sheepdog. Instinct, protect, and serve. And you are also indebted to those who have sacrificed their lives for us. Today, we honor Chief William McGinty, who in 1933 suffered a subject. County Officer Morales, who in 1945 succumbed to his injuries from a traffic accident, was then directing. Milwaukee Police Officer Matthew Rittner, who in 2019 was killed due to a search warrant. Police Officer in duty was killed in an armed robbery. Offense 2017 was hit by a vehicle while attempting to conduct a traffic stop. He succumbed in 2018. And Maine County Sheriff from COVID-19 locations, which he contracted by performing his duties or while performing his duties. Individuals are God-fearing individuals who are serving and protecting our communities. We need to keep them in our thoughts during those tough days we feel like giving up. For those that have the urge in this day, officer, deputy, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, and chiefs, don't give up. Don't dare you quit. Understand that if you do, you're not only up on yourself, your family, your community, but you're giving up on those who gave you. Remember that every one of you, there is a story like those that have gone. Heroes. If we give up, then wins. And once triumphs, would good men do nothing? The contest is not between us and them, but between good and evil. And those adopt the ways of evil, remember, we live in America. God bless you. It's America. Thank you.
Our memorial wreath will be presented by Deputy Haley Collins Lefevre, Dane County Sheriff's Office, and a director of the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial Board, along with Wisconsin Concerns of Police Survivors representatives, Helena Kalura Ewer, daughter of Milwaukee police officer Rosario Kalura, and Deputy Chief Rosario Kalura Jr., Heartland Police Department, son of Officer Rosario Kalura, Milwaukee Police Department, end of watch, March 19, 1985. 2020 Honor Roll. William McGinty, Darlington Police Department. End of watch, May 25, 1933. Star Miles, Pepin County Sheriff's Office. End of watch, November 5, 1945. Matthew Rittner, Milwaukee Police Department. End of watch, February 6, 2019. John Hetland, Racine Police Department. End of watch, June 17, 2019. The 2021 Honor Roll. Mark S. Lentz, Milwaukee Police Department. September 18, 2019. Richard C. Treadwell, Dane County Sheriff's Office. End of watch, August 22, 2020.
as I wrap up here today, I want to add to the original apologies in my opening remarks. Normally, I draft this stuff well in advance, last couple days, but I want to apologize to you, the survivors, for what we witnessed at the beginning of this ceremony. That is absolutely uncalled for and very disrespectful, and I apologize on their behalf. I am truly sorry, truly sorry. I would like to thank everyone for attending today's ceremony, as well as those who participated. Unfortunately, due to COVID, there's no luncheon following the ceremony as there normally is. Hopefully we can bring that back next year. I want to thank you for your continued support of the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial and remembering our fallen law enforcement officers. This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you.